Hey, Orange One here. It's been a while since I've recorded, so I'm gonna have to get my bearings a little bit. But basically, I think what we're gonna do is try and upgrade this robotics industry a little bit, get people working on that. And I can't remember. I think we had like our skeletal legs we were starting to work on a little bit, but we got this being built. We're working on not really anything in particular right now. It looks like someone's about to be attacked though, so. I'm just gonna get, because I know we're gonna need presses, we'll get that up and running and just repeating. Now I'm gonna tell you motorists that you're gonna make that if it's possible. Just get that robotic skill up a little bit and get some supplies that we're probably gonna use. Igor is being chased by beak things. Not really sure what's going on there, but sure all will be explained once the game's finished loading up. Also, Kenshi had like a 7-second update before I started, which is super weird because like, what updates that quickly with my internet? You know, kind of a mystery to me. Oh yeah, Igor, I think we were just having you run back to the copper mine. I can't remember. Oh, you actually got hit there. I just thought we might not be able to outrun this thing, so we might as well kill it. You know, give the masses something to watch. Oh, and I did intend on making you cybernetic, Igor. That was one of the things that I wanted to do. One of my short-term goals, if you will. Yeah, keep on going down the copper mines. Speaking of purchasing robo limbs, we had Benedict get two nice legs and an arm from the Deadlands, and yeah, we're gonna have him run down to like through Shem. So I'll need to be a little bit careful with that. So we might have him doing that. And then Silas, were you running somewhere? Oh, Silas, yeah, we were gonna have you hunt for more of those ancient science books, or not ancient science books, the AI core. Man, it's so weird, the Kenshi soundtrack. Just, I'm starting to get like serious nostalgia from the game, even though I haven't stopped playing it. I've just been playing the game so long that this one song with the vocalization really, I don't know. I feel very familiar when I've got that going on. So yeah, we got Benedict heading back. I mean, we could. Here's the thing: is that at Fort Monroe we could start using the peeler, but there's not much point, given the current situation with. Sorry, again, I'm loading. Given the current situation with how much we're producing in terms of robotic limbs and the quality of them. Robotics expert, yeah, I had a feeling that you were gonna be loaded up. And look, he's starting to do high and even specialist quality robotics. That's great. That's like actually really, really good. I'm gonna take the economy legs and replace them with regular old skeleton legs. And those are gonna require, oh wow, a lot of robotic components. But it's just robotic components essentially, so yeah, we're gonna need to upscale full business here in terms of stuff being produced. Got a couple presses being used there for skeletal muscles. Yeah, I mean, it looks like these guys are pretty busy. We just essentially need more stations for them to work at. Slash people to work on that station. Is there anyone just sitting around that we could maybe work? And we did also want to upgrade this, I think. But yeah, we're gonna need to wait a while for us to get more iron plates. And I just remembered, we wanted to have someone run by the, we'll call it, way station, and just kind of check up on that. So Benedict, why don't we have you run over to the way station? I know that we've got robotic limbs that we want to install on Igor, but I'm thinking that's probably gonna be next episode anyways. Oh look, there's Smuggler's Bar right there. Have we been there? I don't think we have. Let's just go there really quick. I don't think this has whatchamacallits. I know, real specific whatchamacallits. The people that we're looking for, the faction people that you can talk to, that the pacifiers, that's it, yeah. Does not look like there's any pacifiers in here. I think I would have seen one by now. No dialogue options means, yeah. There's some drifters, double embark, but they're not particularly great. There's the smuggler, barman, and that's actually interesting, is we can maybe do some trading there. I mean, I don't really want to trade here, but that is going to be an option for us if we get that desperate. But I don't think we're gonna get that desperate. Hey, Benedict, why don't you go over here? And then I did want to keep an eye on Silas. Oh yeah, I think this is kind of like what I was thinking. Was this episode we could have Silas explore a little bit, and like every in-game hour or so try and recruit someone. I think we want to get the Anthill robotic industry up and running, but I think it might be a better investment for us to just try and go for why are you not running to these places? Can you not pathfind out of your current predicament? Where are you? Can you run down there? Yeah, you can run down there at least. Yeah, I think we're gonna primarily focus on getting our robotics industry in the south down. Look, screamer units. And I know it's not particularly riveting gameplay, but I did have some stuff I wanted to ramble on about. You know how I do. So we can do some of that in a little bit. I want to get things set up more self-automated. Oh, I did want to show you guys Blake's throne, his Patreon throne. I think it's been set up for a while now. I just wanted to, while the game's being slow anyways. Look at that. I mean, we could make it a little bit more official and decorate it a little bit. I always feel weird decorating in games, you know what I mean? And I mean, it's kind of weird because we can't place items like books on here or anything. It doesn't really work like that. Give you a shelf. Give you a little shelf there. It's not like we are limited on the building materials or anything. Okay, while that's getting put in, you can keep all of his important invisible documents on there. You can never have too many shelves. You know, that's the mantra of a teacher, is that you cannot never have too much storage. Like seriously, people have so much stuff that they store in so many nooks and crannies in schools. It's the weirdest thing. I remember like I was student teaching and someone had like in the science storage area like materials from like 1940, like chemicals, like not just like I don't know, paper or something, but like stuff that's definitely dangerous if it goes off. And they just had like cabinets and cabinets of that stuff. And it also wasn't stored properly or separated, so it was like safe. You know, like if you're a science major, you've probably heard MSDS before, but it's like Materials Safety Data Sheets, I think is what it stands for. But it's pretty crazy then going into like public schools and then being like, they're supposed to have MSDS things posted of every chemical in the building as you come in, you know, in the front office, which is kind of crazy in of itself. But then what's even more insane is that we had all these chemicals at this old school I was at before, and nobody knew what they were. None of them were, I mean, there's a couple of them that were not clearly labeled. It was just insane. And it was like, oh man, you've got acids next to bases. This is gonna explode. Like, those, for some reason, get knocked into each other from like an earthquake or whatever. You're gonna have an explosion of all these other chemicals. And you'll be a little bit like someone, this one guy, at the university that I used to go to called Dr. Boom, because essentially all these chemicals like mixed in a fume hood and exploded. Yeah, I was like, oh god, that's gonna happen at my school. It didn't, because we took care of it, but it was fine. Sorry about that, if that was kind of a weird cut. I had to go do some stuff. Let's see. What were we doing? Oh, what's happening with you? Hold on. There's a dust bandit? Why are we hurt? How did a dust bandit hurt Benedict? We've got like 3 times the stats. Literally, we got 3 times the stats of that guy. How do you have an injured head? You get like trapped or something? What's going on there, Benedict? Could you just heal up for a little bit before you keep on running on? Yeah, looks good. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the way station. There we go. Yeah, I would really like it if I could get our relationship with the factions so it was actually like okay. Because I think right now we're just really bottlenecked by not being able to shop anywhere. And yeah. Basically where we're at is that we can't trade with anyone. We can make pretty much everything we need, but it takes forever. Like, trying to go down this robotics industry path has really kind of sold me on the playthrough idea of just buying them. It's like producing grog and buying them. It just seems so much easier. But then again, you have to be able to buy from someone. We can't really do that right now. So, we're having to be a little bit creative. Let's see. What else is there? Oh yeah, also, the skiing's been so good up here recently. I just went like, this last weekend and it was perfect. Just like, well, I mean, I wouldn't say it was perfect. It was a little icy, but there was so much. It was amazing. There's people with crossbows who are guarding this place. And they don't really like me. So, yeah. Benedict's not gonna go in there. Because he's even being chased by one of them. Do they have a crossbow? No, they do not. I could have sworn I saw him taking aim at Benedict there, and I freaked out a little bit. Benedict, why don't you go over here? And while you're doing that, we'll go back to Silas so we can see him trying to find, the big boys. I would really like 2 to 4 more AI cores. And I remember when I was watching Hades, he had a episode where he saw like 2 or 3 of these guys. That'd be pretty sweet to get one of them. One of those clusters of people. This biome always weirds me out so much. Like, I know this is supposed to be ash, but, like, it doesn't look like ash to me, really. It really does look like snow, but it's not. You know. The Ashlands, hence its name. I don't know, I'm not sold on the whole aesthetic, this is supposed to be ash thing. It just doesn't look like, burned enough? I don't know. Then again, what could be burned if you just have a pile of ash? But then that begs the question, where did all the ash come from? You know, like, what's with all this? I know there's volcanic activity, so was there like a giant volcano? Because volcanoes don't make that much ash, they make lava rock, right? So it's like, what happened to cause all this ash? Was there like some sort of like a giant tree or something? That's like what could explain to me. It was like there was a giant organic thing where it burned. And Kenshi definitely has its share of giant things. So it could have been like a giant tree or forest, or you know what I was thinking was like a whatchamacallit, one of those base elevators. But what if it was like made out of like living matter and then it burned down? And then all of these like metal things that are attached to it came crashing down. And honestly, what is this? What is this supposed to be, like a landing pad? Or like gears? Like, what is that supposed to be? I want to say it's gears, but like if you look closely, it doesn't really look like gears. You know? It honestly looks like a giant projector. I just feel like in Kenshi in general, all the scale of things is just completely off. Like there's like giant things that look tiny and tiny things that look giant. And I really like that aesthetic. But you know what? So I've got a theory with Kenshi and Kenshi 2. It's a pretty wild theory. I'm pretty sure it's wrong. I know, right? Like a theory that you're pretty sure is wrong. Okay. But I have this theory that the robots, they took all of our guns, man. They took all the guns. And I mean, it's pretty safe to assume that they took away weapons from the humans. But it's kind of weird that we have like futuristic cybernetic limbs and all other kinds of crazy stuff in the game. There's not even like flintlock pistols. Like that technology seems to have just disappeared at some point. Or, you know, in general, weapons of mass destruction, which they definitely had in the past, all that stuff is gone. So it's like the robots, they took all that stuff, you know, and they've hidden or destroyed all the records of it. And I have this theory that in Kenshi 2 there will be proper actual guns, like munitions, the whole 9 yards. And we're gonna learn about how the machines either took away that technology or maybe humans find it or something. And I'm thinking, I mean, I know from a development point that they didn't do it because of the limited engine and animations and all that stuff, but you just gotta roll with the reality that you got, right? I'm thinking that basically he, and we could retcon it and say that, you know, this stuff was removed from the world by the robots. And that, I'm hoping that we'll be able to play it, because I think that would be a pretty cool thing to have, like, the Kenshi world, but, like, a little bit more techy, you know? Like, maybe they used to allow humans to have, oh gosh, I don't know. Like, vaccines and other, like, more modern medicines, like, they took their weapons away, and then the humans, like, maybe they use the technology that they let them keep to turn it into weapons and use it against the robots. I mean, it can't be a biological weapon against robots unless they attack, like, their workforce, but I'm thinking there's gonna be something where the robots, like, they've taken away stuff, and then, like, either they're gonna be proven right that that was probably the right thing to do, or they get proven wrong that you can't stop the humans from creating weapons that are capable of destroying everything. Either way that you look at it, I think it's gonna go down something like that, where we're gonna see, like, oh, maybe the skeletons, they are the bad guys of Kenshi. But maybe of Kenshi 2, they're essentially the good guys. It's just like a different perspective of looking at the world. And maybe we'll learn a little bit more as to why they did it and be like, oh yeah, no, totally. Like, you guys are in the right here. Like, Holy Nation's got nothing in their legal defense? I don't know. You know what I'm saying. I mean, I've got a couple crazy theories about Kenshi. I think it's one of those games that really lends itself to that. I've kind of talked about this before, I think, but what are some of your guys' crazier theories about Kenshi? I'm curious, like... Oh, okay, just yelling that across the whole map. There's a Traders Guild pacifist. We could... I don't know, I hate the Traders Guild so much, I don't want to Don't really want to do that. Benedict, can I get you in here and out? I'm just a little bit worried that you're gonna get attacked. Yeah, that dude's just yelling that into the wind, I guess. Okay, you see... Go to get peaceful with the United Cities. They do have a city that's somewhere, like... I don't know, isn't this is like where the crabs are? I think they've got like a city up here somewhere. Forgotten exactly where, but there's like a city with like a big library and stuff that I think is over there somewhere. I'm pretty sure is UC. I'm really worried that Benedict's just gonna get like dogpiled on. Oh my god, that guy just almost shot you. Is Benedict about to just get killed? Please don't. If he does, I might save scum. Because that does not seem fair to me. Run along the fence line here. And get out of there. Yeah, they're firing crossbow bolts at me. I'm not looking at engaging them. I suppose I could kill the guards that are here. I'm pretty sure we know what's going on here. We're not gonna get to talk to anyone. Well, that is a real shame. I know someone said they thought maybe the pacifists would just be in the swamps, but I'm kind of confused because I'm not sure where exactly that would be. In any case, Benedict, you're gonna leave going this way because I'm terrified of those crossbowmen just like killing you. And I worked real hard to get you. Like real hard. Like we had like multiple named Hivers after people who watch this die for you. So, yeah. Please don't die. You can start making your way back to Fort Monroe. That, and then making sure you're not going to run into the fort. No, you're okay. Any luck yet, Silas? Your lungs are not looking too hot because you keep on running through the toxic air. Also it's really hard to see far in this biome. That is another thing that I struggle with in this part of the map, is that I cannot see very far. So there might be like one of those walking dudes, but we just can't see him because, you know, there's like a mountain in the way or whatever. I think that yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm like recording this, I'm like, oh god, like nothing's happened in this episode, and I'm pretty sure nothing happened in the last one either. Just running around. Maybe we should just attack the Southern Hive and be done with it. I don't know. Go charging in, but I have to wait so long for our prosthetics to get made / purchased. You know? Like, we're not gonna be ready to fight people for a while. Wow, look at this husk of something. This is crazy right here. I did not realize this last time I was going around in this part of the biome. There's a ton of stuff around this little pod. Okay, that definitely looks like part of a spaceship. I'm just saying. This definitely seems like there was some spaceship that crashed here. Challenger of the Undefeated. Yeah, we can handle that. That's just berserkers. We can totally handle that. I'm just curious about these engines' location with what appears to me to be like engines. Oh yeah, there is that. Oh yeah, so there's... Oh man, what am I talking about? An organic spire. There's definitely a spire that's over there that goes pretty tall, which to me indicates it must be part of like a space elevator, but I mean, I again could be totally wrong with that, but that seems to be to me the logical assumption there. So maybe the robots have some off-planet things. That is a possibility. Is that maybe there was the space elevator that got destroyed, but I don't know. Like, it cut off the colony from the main society of skeletons. But then it's like, why did the skeletons not come back down? Did they not have the technology or the ability to, or maybe they just didn't want to come back? There's also the idea that I've seen some other people talking about, that the previous civilization was wiped out by like aliens or something, and that we're just on some like rim world and we're just completely oblivious to the fact that this bigger society that we were a part of is now gone, and we don't even remember this society. I don't know. Just some random thoughts. Man, we just keep on running through the bad air, and I'm a little bit worried about us getting knocked out. But you do have to say something about the Ashlands and the scale of everything just being absolutely insane. Still no walker cleaner units or whatever. Man, I was really hoping, really hoping that it was gonna kind of come through and then there. You know, I would end this episode a little bit early, but I'm not sure when I'm gonna actually play the game next, or how much time I'm gonna get to actually play in between episodes. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep on going for a little bit. And well, Igor, I did want to bring you back to pet, but I think we want to work on a peeler for you, or get you to Fort Monroe for a peeling. If we're gonna do that, we might as well grab some stuff while we're here, right? Sure. Also take the copper. Oh man, look at all that copper. That is a lot of copper. Igor, bring that back to Fort Monroe. You guys are getting fast. Getting pretty good at mining that copper there, guys. Oh, you were really hungry though. Like really hungry. Oh right, because we don't have a cooking stove. Igor, hold on. Where's Igor? Shark, we just discovered. Okay. That's not really what I wanted. I really just wanted to give these guys some food before we leave. Slash cook some food for them. I'm not exactly sure, back over here. Not exactly sure how the nutrition compares between raw and cooked meat. I think it's the same nutrition, so we might as well just give them raw meat and not even worry about cooking it. We can keep one of those. I can go give it to Jig. I mean, 15 nutrition's not going to hold them off for very long, but it's better than nothing. And then we did want to head back, I think. While he's going back, let's go to the... Yeah, I don't think I'm even going to worry about that undefeated people. I'm pretty sure they haven't got any ranged weapons, so I'm pretty sure Royals can just obliterate them when they get here. What was I doing over here? I was going to check this. Yeah, just to see how our stockpile of iron plates is doing. I kind of want to just dismantle this and just make the thing and be like, yep, everything else needs to just pause until that's built, you know? see. Silas, can we try again? See if we can find any cleanser units. Nothing on the horizon. Dang. And I am really pushing my computer with the loading. So much loading. Come on. You can do it, Kenshi, I believe. How's Omega? When I run through, yeah, his lungs get hurt as well. I just wasn't sure if you were being carried, if that protects you. Man, it was pretty crazy in my other Kenshi series. I mean, you probably have watched it if you're watching this, but I don't know. Like, just thinking about all the gas masks that we got, that was pretty awesome. I definitely enjoyed that aspect of that Let's Play, is just how insane it was of a measure that we had to take to be able to terraform the place. Hey, what's that? Little pocket of, like, habitable soil. Oh, it's coming from that biome. That's super weird how that looks, because then this is like metal that's for that biome. This is completely different metal for this biome. I don't know about you, but that rubs me the wrong way a little bit. Okay, come on. Come on, Silas. We got the peeler, but we can't use it until we get some good cybernetics, and we need those AI cores for said cybernetics. It's like the chicken before the egg situation, but with like Kenshi, you know? I don't see any crossbows there, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. And what's going on here? Igor is getting chased. He'll be fine. He's Igor. Right? If anyone's going to be fine, it's Igor. I mean, not mentally fine. Igor's a nightmare when it comes to mental health. But, physically, he's in his prime, you know? It's like me, but like he's in good shape. Oh man. Okay, I think that I'm gonna end this here. I can't remember exactly how long it was, that first little time segment, but I think we're getting close to half an hour. So I'm gonna end this here. Thank you for joining me. This has been Orange One.